MLS JeoPARODY.
Welcome back to another episode of MLS Jeopardy. Today we will be going over a whole ton of fun categories. We are being joined with right now our first contestants ever. We have Anthony La Rosa and Isaiah Paskins, two incredible content careers in the MLS community. With that being said, I believe it's time to take a look at these categories. Here are today's categories we will be going over for you viewers at home. Starting us off at the first category of the day, we have MLS mascots, typically one of my favorite things to talk about. Followed by that is alternate player names, aka. After that, we will be jumping into MLS ANTICS. This is where it starts to get a little more difficult. Directly after that, we will be taking a dive into the Cup history, probably the most interesting and knowledgeable one. After that, we have something that's not so knowledgeable, more fun. We have the man bun category. Man buns are a great thing to have. I love throwing my dough up in a lettuce bowl. Rivalries will be the last category of the day, and that, in my opinion, may be the most hardest one. So we'll see if we get that far. With that being said, let's flip that coin. I got my lucky penny over here, and whoever goes first will be selected here. I will ask you, Isaiah, first. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Okay, let's see what we got here. I can't really see. Whoa, we dropped that penny. Let me go grab that. Okay, we got tails. So if it's tails, I believe that's you, ain't it? So we have tails, and that means our friend Anthony La Rosa will be going first. Would you like to pick a category today?
You know, I want to start it off a little fun, lighthearted, and I'm going to go man buns for 100.
Man buns for 100 it is. Let's pull it up right now and take a look at this question. This player scored 30 goals in 29 games for the LA Galaxy back in 2019. You are on the clock, Anthony.
What is Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
Perfect. That is a correct answer. You are now up 100 points. That is the first question we have ever asked, and that is the first right answer we've ever selected. That's 100 points for Anthony La Rosa. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. What a guy and character he was in Major League Soccer. With that being said, you now move on. Would you like to pick another category, or would you like to stay in man buns?
You know, I'm going to go Cup history for 200.
Cup history for 200 it is. This team won the Major League Soccer Cup twice in a row, once in 2006 and once in 2007. You are on the clock.
Oh, this is the beloved Houston Dynamo.
Perfect. Another correct answer. Love to see it, love to hear, and most of all, yes, the beloved Houston Dynamo. That's a team that over the years have been, I would say, more up and down in the eyes of fans and overall. Back to you. 2 in a row. Are you going to go for the three-peat?
We'll go rivalries for 100 here.
Rivalries for 100, playing a safe game, and I must respect that. The Hudson River Derby is played between which two teams?
Now, I'm not exactly sure about this, but I'm pretty sure Hudson River's in New York somewhere. So I'm going to go NYCFC versus the Red Bulls.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Because that is correct. NYCFC and the New Jersey Red Bulls are correct answer, and that is 3 in a row, I believe. That is absolutely phenomenal. A sleeper, I would say. We have here an Anthony La Rosa going for 4 now. You are back on top. Who would you like to select?
We'll stay in rivalries and we'll go for 200.
200. I love a game that is so played safe. This rivalry between Seattle and Portland is regarded as one of the best in the league. What is it called?
I don't think this is it. I think this is other teams, but I'll go Cascadia. The Cascadia rivalry.
That is correct, I believe. Should we count that?
Oh,
I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, it is the Cascadia, but yeah, we're going to count it. We're moving on.
All right.
Might as well
look
count
back at my technical engineer.
All right.
That's 4 in a row. That's an incredible start. And if I'm being honest, I wasn't expecting this so early on. With that being said, hopefully we have some playtime here from Isaiah. But as it's looking right now, Anthony La Rosa is hot as a kettle. 5 now. Would you like to make your selection?
I'll give Isaiah some chance here, and I'll go Cup history for 500.
Oh,
Okay.
pretty cocky right here. Let's see, can he capitalize? The Major League Soccer Cup is called this. Named after American billionaire businessman. What is his name? You are on the clock, Anthony.
Oh, I don't know his full name. It's Andrew. Andrew. I don't know.
Oh. Moving on to Isaiah. You came close, but just not close enough. Now this is handed straight over to Isaiah. Isaiah, how you feeling right now? Feeling pretty hot? Feeling pretty smoky?
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling good.
Oh, Isaiah is ready. He is heated up. He is heated up. He's been waiting this whole time. He's been kept quiet too long like a dog in a cage. Isaiah, it is your turn to steal this question.
What is the Philip Anschutz Trophy?
That is a correct answer. The newcomer with his first on here to get his name up on the board. And yes, that is a correct answer. Anthony, you were close, but just not close enough. His name was Philip, not Andrew. Okay, moving on. Isaiah, it is all you once again.
What we got? I'm going to go Rivalries 300.
Rivalries 300. I like that. A newcomer gets on the board, goes from 500 to a 300. Who scored the first ever goal in an El Trafico game? Time is of the engines. Do you have an answer?
I don't.
Okay, moving back. Anthony, it is your chance.
I'm gonna guess the LAFC would have scored the first goal, so I'll go with De Rossi.
That is not the correct answer. Ooh, we did come close. It was Carlos Vela. I'm honestly, out of all the questions, I was expecting somebody to mention Carlos Vela. Anytime talking about Los Angeles, I feel that is a name. Now it goes back to you. A chance to redeem yourself. Isaiah.
All right. Cup history 100.
Okay, playing safe. Felt cocky last time and said I'm going to slow it down. This player has won the most MLS Cups in Major League Soccer history. Time is fleeting.
I got none.
Got nothing. Moving back to Anthony now with a chance to steal it.
So I'm gonna go shot in the dark, but I know we won the cup with San Jose and LA Galaxy, so I'm gonna go with Landon Donovan.
That is a beautiful answer. Congratulations, Anthony La Rosa. Landon Donovan, oh, what a terrific player he was for Major League Soccer. Always one of my favorites, and in the eyes of everyone that participates in Major League Soccer, what an icon he was. Back to you once again.
We're gonna go, we'll give MLS mascot some love, and we'll go for 100 there.
Okay, playing the safe game. I respect it. This mascot is known for cutting a log after every goal. Come on.
It's Timber Joey.
Of course it is. There's Timber Joey. What a free ball that is to pick up. Everybody knows him. One of the greatest mascots you can say. My question to you, though, is, are we going to be staying in the MLS mascots category? Or are we going to be moving on over?
Just for you, we'll stay there, and we'll go for 200.
I am flattered. 200 for the MLS mascots. The LA Galaxy have this furry, rambunctious mascot. What is his name, Anthony?
Who is Cosmo?
Who is Cosmo? Another right answer. You have taken these questions and have absolutely run home with them. That moves us on. Where will we be going next? What category will you select? I see two categories haven't even been pickpocketed yet, but you are being pretty high in the MLS mascots category. The game is your decision.
We'll go MLS Antics for 100.
MLS Antics for 100. Interesting, for sure. This former TFC player notably drank a beer thrown at him against Atlanta United. Oh, what a night that was. You have the answer.
I think it's, I don't know for sure, but I feel like it's either between Josie and Bradley, so I'll go Bradley.
That is not the correct answer. That was a close one, but it was just not close enough. And that brings us back to Isaiah. Isaiah, we have not heard enough from you tonight. Isaiah, you have a chance to steal this question. Answer it, my boy.
I got nothing either.
Isaiah, with a bit of cold feet tonight. With that being said, would you like to pull up the answer on the board right now? Because that name is Giovinco. I feel we all knew that one, but his name has seemed to just slip our minds. Moving on, this goes now back to Isaiah, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry. It goes back to my friend Anthony.
Okay, We're gonna go big here and go for rivalries for 500.
Go big or go home. I enjoy that a lot. Rivalries for 500. What was the scoreline of the infamous Red Wedding?
I've heard of this, but I don't know the scoreline. I'll go 4-0.
Oh, that is not correct. A couple goals, no price. Isaiah, to you. The infamous Red Wedding. Do you remember the scoreline?
Infamous Red Wedding. What is 7-1?
Oh, Isaiah, my boy, you were so close, but it was 7-0. Oh, that would break my achy breaky. So close you were. So close you were. 1 goal. But yes, that was a very tough night. I think that's a very memorable night. It was typically not a night that I did enjoy. But moving on, this goes back to you, Anthony. Who would you like to select next?
We'll go AKA for 200.
AKA. The AK200. Oh, here's a good one. Luis Carlos Almeida. The Cuna is Orlando's star player and is AKA
Nani.
That is correct. It is Nani. And group discussion for a second. Nani, he's been phenomenal this season for Orlando, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I got a question for you. What do you think about his haircut?
I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of like it. I
knew you would.
I kind of like it. It's pretty fresh. It is pretty fresh. I like what he did there. I like what he did. I'm not used to being asked the questions, so thank you. Caught me off guard there. I was very nervous of what you were going to ask me. Moving on, you get another chance to select the question here. What would you like to select?
We'll go Cup History for 300.
Cup History for 300. We are just about halfway through this board, and this team went to the Major League Soccer Cup final 3 times in a row, losing every time.
Oh, it's the unfortunate New England Revolution.
Unfortunate was the most correct part of that answer, because yes, how unfortunate is it for the Revs? And I only know one New England Revolution fan, and they were not happy about that. Moving on, another time to select. What would you like to pick?
I'll go for MLS Antics for 200.
Ooh, pick my dome you chose. MLS Antics for 200. We have this former Real Salt Lake coach went on a tirade and famously said, "Drain my bank account. I don't give a shit." You have the name.
I'm not too up to date on my RSL coaches, so I'm blank.
We're handing this to you, Isaiah, and don't feel bad. Most people are not even up to date with Real Salt Lake in general.
I know. Yeah, I don't know it either.
I respect that, because I'm going to be honest, when we were writing these questions, I even forgot they were a team. But moving on, we do not have a winner of that question, so now this baton is handed straight back to you, Anthony. What question would you like to select?
We'll go for MLS mascots for 400.
400, okay. That's the first 400 question of the night. Orlando City has this lion mascot that looks like a bootleg Jack Sparrow. His name?
I don't got it.
Ruh-roh, Scooby-Doo. It is looking now like Isaiah has a chance to steal and get some redemption points. Isaiah.
Yo, I don't know Orlando's mascot.
Isaiah, you are draining me here. His name is Kingston.
Wow.
His name is Kingston. Which, honestly, if I'm being honest, kind of a weak name. But moving on, the baton is back again in the hands of Anthony La Rosa. Anthony La Rosa, you have been hot so far. Can you continue your streak of fury? Where will you take it?
We'll go man buns for 200.
Man buns for 200. The greatest category there is. This NYCFC Paraguayan is sporting a man bun this year. His name?
I don't know Paraguayan, but I'll go Maxi Morales, even though I don't think that's it.
That is not the correct answer. Isaiah, time is fleeting. The points have been just hopping out of your hand like a bunny rabbit. Do you have a name?
I don't have a name.
Shoot. Just shoot. Give me a name. Give me a name. It was Jesus Medina. And typically, I'm an NYCFC fan, we all know. But with that being said, Jesus Medina, I have not been a fan of his entire career here, but this season, I have been loving me some Medina. Back to you, Anthony La Rosa. Where will you take your talents next?
We'll go AK for 300.
Ooh, AK 300. Orlando signed Jose Rodriguez da Silva this offseason, a.k.a.
Pato.
Exactly. That is another correct answer. Wow, yes, and I had him being a flop this season, and it only took about 11 minutes for him to literally flop his way out of the game. Moving on, you have another selection right now.
We'll go MLS mascots for 500.
MLS mascots, 500. Ooh. MLS mascots for 500. You know, the 500 category is a tricky one, but I have a good feeling about this. The Houston Dynamo aren't known for much, but what they are known for is this mascot.
Diesel.
I'll take it. I'll take that as a dub. That's the correct answer. The full name was Dynamo Diesel. But you've been hot, so we're going to accept it. Hot as Diesel. Moving on, that's a 500-point question. I believe that's your second 500 point of the night. Or is that your third? No, that was the second one. Okay, moving on.
We'll finish off the rivalries category and take that last 400 spot.
Ooh, take that 400 spot. First category has been cleared. Who is considered Sporting Kansas City's main rival? You're on the clock.
I don't know their main rival, but I know they kind of have a rivalry with Minnesota, so I'll go Minnesota United.
We cannot take that answer. That is not correct. It is considered a rival, but it is not the main one. Isaiah, you are on the clock. Would you like to steal this one?
You know, I think I would.
Oh, thank God.
Who is Real Salt Lake?
Oh, my God, thank God. Yes, that's the answer. We finally have you on the board. I've been waiting for this. I feel like when we do our live streams, you are just pounding me knowledge, and I was waiting for it to show tonight. Real Salt Lake is the correct answer. And now, for the first time in a long time, you are about to lead this race. Where will you like to take your challenge now to your first selection of the night?
Alternate players, 400.
Alternate players, 300. I believe your last question that you got right was 300. That's nice. Now we're looking at the alternate players. For 400, you said?
Yeah.
400 it is. Okay, terrific. This player used to play for NYCFC and was nicknamed the Maestro. Time is ticking.
I ain't gonna there.
Who? No answer. That is a head nod. Moving on, we have Anthony La Rosa after leaving Isaiah speechless.
It's actually the one I modeled my hair after, Pirlo.
Oh, what in the hell? That is a correct answer. I love it, and I was not expecting a full salad bowl to be displayed on my TV. Oh, Andrea Pirlo. Yes, yes, yes. Some called a retirement league when he joined over, and I said it was just dainty. Moving on, where would you like to select next?
Talking about hair, we'll go to Man Buns for 300.
Back to the city of buns. Man Buns 300. This Inter Miami player scored 4 goals in 13 games last season and rocked one hell of a bun. His name?
Oh, man. Pizarro.
That is not the correct answer. We are now moving back to our good friend Isaiah. Isaiah, would you like to steal this? This Inter Miami player scored 4 goals. What was his name?
His name? The one and only Brett Shea.
Oh, yes, that is correct. And that is another decent amount of points you are rattling inside of your hands right now. Rattling like dice, but where would you like to roll them next?
Where would I like to roll them? Alternate 100.
Alternate 100, playing safe. I respect it. Here it is. Javier Hernandez Balcazar has this nickname, which means pea in Spanish.
Chicharito!
Chicharito is the name. That is correct. For the first time of the evening, Isaiah Paskins from FullYank has gone back-to-back with 2 brilliant questions answered. Isaiah, where would you like to take it next? Are you feeling feisty? Are you going 500? Or are you playing safe and staying in the lower tiers?
Cup history. Let's finish it off.
Cup history, finishing it off. I love it. This stadium has held the most MLS Cup finals with 6. Time is on the clock. Oh, I am so sorry, but the time has run out. And now this question is being handed over to our friend, Anthony La Rosa. You are on the clock. Would you like to answer?
There's so many to choose from, and I'm gonna just go shot in the dark again. RFK Stadium, DC
That is not
Stadium.
the correct answer. There was a couple answers you could have gave. It was the Dignity Health Sports Park, Home Depot Center, and the StubHub Center. Honestly, if I'm being quite honest myself, I wasn't a fan of any of those names. Moving on. I mean, honestly, you can't compete with some of these names. Providence Park, Bank California, incredible names. Home Depot? I don't think so. I've always shot at Lowe's. Moving on. Where would you like to select? Isaiah.
Alternate players 500.
Alternate players 500. Feeling a bit risky. JeoPARODY Jr. is a textbook super sub and is AKA...
I got nothing, man.
I got nothing, man, was not the correct answer. Moving on to Anthony La Rosa. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. I'm going to go with Ilsinho.
That is a correct answer and an absolute banger of a question. 500 points for Ilsinho. Absolutely phenomenal. Moving on after that beautiful steal, you are now in control and possession of the board. There are only a couple of questions left here. I believe we have 6 left. Which one would you like to select, making it 5?
We'll go Antics for 300.
Antics for 300. Incredible. The question is, this Sounders legend ripped up a referee's notebook and subsequently got red carded. Who was this player?
The only guy with the balls to do it, I'm pretty sure Clint Dempsey.
Clint Dempsey is a man of some titanium balls, and that is the correct answer, as he did do that. And I remember, if I'm correct, people were talking about that for quite some time. Moving on, 5 questions left. Who would you like to select?
We'll do mascots for 300.
Mascots for 300, closing out another row. Absolutely brilliant. Surprised this hasn't already been picked up. San Jose has a Smurf-like creature running around at every home game. But what is his name?
Is it Q?
That is correct. The answer to that question was Q. That is San Jose's on and only man right there. We all know him. We all love him. Another kind of weak name, but we'll move on past that. With that being said, we got 4 more questions. You are as hot as a whistle. Where would you like to blow next?
We'll go MLS Antics for 400.
MLS Antics 400. Can you close out the board? We will find out shortly. As the question is, this controversial player notably slapped Michael Petrasso back in 2018. Michael Petrasso, haven't heard that name in quite a while. Would you like to answer?
You know, I haven't heard that name in so long that I have no clue what this to answer.
That's a tough one. Isaiah, who got slapped?
I've never heard of Michael Petrasso. I don't know this one.
Let's think. Who would slap a player? Who would slap a player in 2018?
Oh, wait. I think I have seen this recently. Is it in your guys' intro or something?
Is it? I guess so. Sure.
Is it?
Yeah, sure. Is it?
I feel like it's been so recent, but I have no clue who it is.
Oh, well, the answer was Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I'm surprised nobody walked away with that one. Same with the Carlos Vela one. Two hot names in the game and in Los Angeles. Moving on, we got 3 questions. This is now being handed back to you, Anthony.
We'll go man buns, but we'll go 500.
Man buns for 500. Oh, Lord mighty. This legend, who sometimes rocked the bun or pony, played for the Rapids 6 years in a row.
No, I got nothing.
Got nothing. Handing over to actually a Colorado Rapids fan. What do you think? This is a tough one. I understand if you do not get this one.
Yeah, I do not get this one.
Ooh, that is a shame and a pity, as his name was Balboa. Marcelo Balboa, that's a name we haven't heard in quite some time. But yes, that was the player. What a history he had under his belt. Handing this back over to our friend Anthony La Rosa. There are 2 questions left on the board. Which one would you like to select?
We'll do a man buns for 400.
Man buns for 400. Handling that lettuce. This man buns player scored 5 goals last year with Montreal.
Oh man.
Oh man, oh man.
Did Aruti play there last year?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Maxi, you're Rudy with a buzzer beater. Little late, but we'll accept it. Moving on. Final question here.
We'll go up MLS Antics for 500.
MLS Antics for 500. The final question. It all come down to this one. This former New York Rebels player had a snowball thrown at him while playing Real Salt Lake.
I'm pretty sure it was someone in their defense, so I'll go Tim Parker.
That is another correct answer to wind out the first episode of Major League Soccer Jeopardy. I'm very impressed, if I am being pretty intense.
I'm actually impressed with myself. I wasn't too sure how I do, so.
Now that brings us to our final segment of MLS Jeopardy. This is the final Jeopardy. Do you have pen and do you have paper?
I got pen, got some paper. I'm ready.
Isaiah, are you ready as well?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Get ready to pound some pen to paper. The final Jeopardy question is upon us. Everything could change with this. We all know the top 2 goal scorers in Major League Soccer are Wando and Donovan, but who in the hell is third? I think we're ready.
I don't know at all.
Okay. Isaiah, you have any idea?
I got none to lose. I went with Kai Kamara.
Ooh, that is not the correct answer. The correct answer was Jeff Cunningham, and that is the final question of this. That was the final question. And honestly, I am very impressed with both contestants here. That was an incredible episode of this game. We need the final scores. Can you get me the score? Our final scores of the night. We have our winner moving on to the second round, Anthony La Rosa, with 4,700 points. Absolutely incredible. Isaiah, you will be walking home with 1,200 points. But that being said, that is 1,200 points. And a lot of these questions were highly difficult. What would you like to say, Anthony, being the winner and moving on to the second round?
You know, I came out here. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I've impressed myself. So, you know, great game, Isaiah. I'm glad I was able to, you know, face such a worthy competitor in the first round here, and you know, I'm glad to be moving on.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to go against you, and I'm just glad for the experience. It's finally good to meet you, actually, in like real life. So kind of.
That's incredible. MLS Jeopardy, bringing together people. With that being said, I do feel I was kind of hustled by you, Anthony La Rosa. When I messaged you on Twitter, you told me, I'm not the most knowledgeable, but I'll give it a shot. And you walked away with 4,700 goddamn points. I do feel slightly hustled here.
I might have hustled you, but I also hustled myself today.
Hustled myself. I like a hustler. And with that being said, I believe that winds down our first episode of MLS Jeopardy. Make sure you join us here in 2 weeks as we watch Anthony La Rosa take on another competitor.